Good morning. Morning. I believe we need to help more women with substance use disorder. When we do, beautiful things happen. I'm living proof. I bet I look familiar. I'm Dana Cahill. I'm standing here before you today because I believe we need to help more women. I know they need us just like I needed the help in this community. I'm also standing here because I believe in paying it forward. I remember sitting with a terrified young mother. She was about 3 months pregnant. I looked at her and I felt my heart burst open. I wanted to help, so I told her, like I told other moms before her, I understand what you're going through. Not long ago, I was sitting in your seat. I watched her relax. It's important for her to know that I'm in long-term recovery too. I see you and I'm here for you. Just like people were there for me with no judgment. I share my story because I know personally what it feels like to be lost, homeless, and pregnant. I thought I didn't deserve anything good in my life. And honestly, I thought it was never going to amount to anything. I felt worthless. When I was using and pregnant, I thought I had everyone fooled. I would visit my son, thinking no one would be able to tell I was intoxicated. I mean that. I thought no one knew, but they did. Everyone noticed. And I noticed I was being treated like the worst human being on the planet. And my thoughts darkened even more. I didn't care if I lived or died. And the day I used fentanyl and methamphetamine together, I felt terrible from deep inside. I knew I had to do something. I had to live, and I had to fight to live. I share this story with the mothers I meet who are thinking about going into treatment. I know they might be terrified of being mistreated and having bad experiences. I understand if they feel no one cares. And I know what it feels like to see no way out of shame and darkness. I had a lot to overcome. I've been there too, and I did build a way out of the darkness. Today, I'm standing in the light. I had a lot to overcome. The first step forward was going to Community East to detox. The staff was amazing. They knew I didn't choose to be this way. And it's true. I never chose to have substance use disorder. This disease took over my life. And hearing this from them helps me feel seen again. Community East suggested I go to Volunteers of America Fresh Start Recovery Center next. I could take one of my kids with me and work on my recovery at the same time. When I was ready to leave detox, she had a cab waiting for me, and I was taken right to Fresh Start. The cab meant no risk of relapse. Once I got to the Fresh Start Recovery Center at VOA, I felt surrounded by love and help. I felt seen yet again. They were understanding there. There was understanding everywhere. I was with mothers that were struggling with the same thing I was. Had I not gone through these programs, I would not be where I am today. Let me share a little more about Fresh Start Recovery Centers because it's the kindness of people like you who fill it with hope and opportunity. When I was at Fresh Start, I was surrounded by support, and it was wonderful because I was pregnant when I got there, and I ended up going into labor not much later. My new baby had a scary long stay in the NICU. During this time, I had to go back and forth from the hospital to the VOA. I needed to attend my groups and care for my new son. I did this every day, and I spent a whole lot of time on the Indigo buses. At Fresh Start, the women and staff were rallying around me. It was so nice. It felt like a sisterhood of sorts. My favorite staff member knew that I needed a break because I was very overwhelmed. She took me to meet a kind group of women. They put their hands on my shoulders and they prayed with me. The feeling I got from their prayers flooded me with emotions. I knew at that moment I needed to move forward, so I could be with all 3 of my children. Everyone took a chance on me, and I knew it. And I took full advantage of every opportunity that Fresh Start had to offer me. I was broken and defeated when I got there, but I was willing to shut my mouth and listen. That's because I knew what I was doing on my own wasn't working. I was finally ready and willing to listen and make the changes necessary to transform my life. While I was at Fresh Start, I heard from the Department of Child Services. They let me know that my termination of rights case with Carter, my middle son, had been changed to reunification. In my heart, I kept saying the word on repeat. With every heartbeat, I thought, reunification, reunification. Then hope flooded my heart, and I believed in myself and my potential again. I chose to go to Fresh Start, and my case was changed because of it. That shows how powerful this program is and how strong BOA's reputation is with DCS. I shared this story with that young pregnant mother. I shared because that's my job today. I'm now a peer recovery specialist, and my work centers around moms just like me. Every appointment after she and I first met, I noticed a difference. She was walking a little taller and had this glow about her. It was the coolest thing for me to watch. She was motivated. Eventually, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. She inspires me every day. She reminds me to always be a better person, to follow in the Lord's footsteps, and to be the best mother I can. She is an inspiration to everyone she meets. The love that she has for her child is undeniable. Her life is better because she gets to be a mother to this beautiful baby girl. A big reason is because of the support given to her by going through the Choice program and then going to BOA for continued care and recovery. She is sober today. She is present today. She gets to be the mother she always wished she could be to her other children. Together, we helped guide her in the right direction. She tells me every time that I see her how much she's been helped. And I feel truly blessed to have her in my life and to be part of her journey. Just like her, I would not be where I am today without this community of care. I am grateful for everyone and every moment of my journey so far. I often tell mothers that I'm counseling, if I can do it, you can do it. But this time you aren't doing it alone. We will be with you every step of the way. Then I say, if you're interested in going to detox, I can take you right now. And I hope they do. Because this community can change their lives too, just like mine. I would like to thank my mom and my dad for loving me and never giving up on me. Would like to thank my sister Kelly and my brother-in-law Mike for stepping up and taking care of my children when I couldn't. I'd like to thank my Aunt Barb for always supporting me and to introducing me to Brooke. And to Brooke Schaefer for seeing something in me I couldn't see in myself. I would like to thank the Choice team for being my biggest cheerleaders. You motivate me, and you're always there for me when I need you. I want to thank the VOA for Fresh Start. Thank you for having the care, love, and support to help single moms like me get back on their feet. And thank you for having me here today. I can't say it enough. Without you, I would not be where I am today. And finally, every day I'd like to thank God for pulling me out of the darkness of the disease of addiction. Today, I live in the light of recovery, and I've made some serious promises to myself. I will stay strong in my faith, my recovery, and I will help others. I will treat people with dignity and kindness no matter what. I will help more moms figure out who they can be outside of the disease of addiction. And I will help moms have hope again. I will show them how to see the potential in themselves I will be the one to show them they can live in the light of recovery too, just like me. And I will pay it forward every day. Thank you for being here for me today and for the women in our future who need you too.